Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is June 6th, and right now I am in Liberal, Kansas in a hotel. Out chasing across Colorado and Kansas yesterday. Caught a few tornadoes. Didn't see the tornado of the day though, always a little bit discouraging, and I'll click down here and show you the image that we got yesterday. Pretty fun stuff. We had a tornado spin up to us right next to us in the field a couple times as well, and we may have seen a tornado tucked back in there, but it's always a little bit discouraging there when you don't pick the storm of the day. Something I was targeting for about a week in advance, and then for some reason the last minute changed my mind and we went north and missed the storm of the day. But yeah, it was still fun out there yesterday. Pretty close to a lightning strike right next to our car right after we got in the car. So yeah, always one of the wonders of storm chasing, just how close you can come to lightning and things like that. But anyway, I'll get on with the briefing now. Taking a look at what happened yesterday, you can see we did have a couple prolific thunderstorms across some of the desert areas, moved up across portions of Nevada, across the Sierra Nevada. You can see all this lightning just erupting during the day yesterday. I mean, look at this, hundreds of lightning strikes of those storms kicking off to the east. We're going to calm down a bit today, but we're going to keep some of those thunderstorms across the higher terrain for the next few days. Taking a look at what's going on here, we have a big ridge that's going to really be extending itself towards the west coast of North America, and really see how it's warming up the Pacific Northwest and some of Northern California. But it keeps the temperatures at 5,000 feet really above normal here across much of the west coast of North America. This is ridge kind of dominating the pattern. You get the mountain thunderstorm activity, but then as we go towards the end of the run, you can kind of see this trough shifting here across Pacific Northwest. The ridge starts to pivot off to the west, or redevelops off to the west north of the Hawaiian Islands. So it's going to give a chance for a trough to swing down and start to impact some of the west coast of North America. We'll be watching that over the next few days to see what kind of impacts that will have on the state of California. Lightning strikes over the last 24 hours. As you saw, we were really concentrated here just across the California-Nevada border and back off to the west across portions of California, and you can see across the Sierra Nevada as well. Again, prolific lightning-producing storms across portions of Nevada, northern Arizona, and Utah as well. And if we look over the next few days, again, I went over this yesterday also. You can see the thunderstorm activity, so I'll go through this pretty quick, and we go on in through Saturday afternoon, rinse and repeat thunderstorm activity across the Sierra Nevada. Sunday, same thing yet again. Monday, yet again, and we start to introduce that for some of Northern California, it looks like, and continuing for portions of Nevada. But as we go on through Tuesday, you can kind of see that activity wane. So we're going to get that change up coming here as we get towards the end of the pattern. Again, we'll be watching that over the next few days. Looking at the high resolution rapid refresh, you can see where these storms are prone to fire, just right near Las Vegas and Nevada, getting the lion's share of that. But you can see some of these storms popping off across the Sierra Nevada as you go through the day today. So just a reminder, if you're off across the backcountry, some of the higher terrain, that these thunderstorms will be ongoing for the next few afternoons and evening hours. Now, this is the same thing here, lightning flash density potential, just kind of driving home that point. So looking at National Blend of Models, daily 2-meter max temperature, Friday, June 6th. You can see, of course, Sacramento, San Joaquin Valley, see the desert areas, Southern California, coastal areas, the Bay Area, and up towards Northern California. If you want that relief from the heat, you stay off on the coastline there where you're in the 60s, but as soon as you get inland, you can see things warm up quite dramatically. And as we go through Saturday, June 7th, you can see 101 degrees up there, 102 for the northern Sacramento Valley, Bakersfield, 98 degrees. In Southern California, nice mix of things. You can go inland and get the warm weather, or you can stay on the coastline and definitely stay much cooler. Now, looking off in towards Sunday, again, fairly warm. There's Monday, Tuesday. Start to cool down a little bit there as we go through the end of next week, as that trough starts to approach. And you can kind of see we're going to be in the mid-90s, but definitely a cool down coming up here as we go through this upcoming week and towards next weekend. So something to look forward to there. We'll see what kind of impacts, again, that has. And again, there's that tornado we caught on the day yesterday. A few other tornadoes pretty close. Some really interesting stuff. Nice mesocyclone with that system as well. But anyway, I'll wrap this up here. We're going to get on the road and get out and start chasing again here today, and I will hopefully talk to you again tomorrow.